What up, what up, what up? I hope you guys are ready to learn about counting functions. Functions. Well, guys, congratulations. You heard the worst song ever made by a human being. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Alright, so let's learn about counting functions. What the heck's a counting function? Well, it is basically a way to count cells. Now, we already know that if you select just a group of cells, then it's going to tell you how many you selected. Down here it says 60 cells. See average, count, sum. Gives you a bunch of cool stuff down there, and you can actually, I don't know, say you make a selection, and I'm going to name this beef ham, because why the heck not? And you can actually use the formula count to, come on, I thought you were going to autofill beef ham for me. Beef ham. Alright, something like that. So count pretty much just counts cells. Simple enough. Now, what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do is pretty much more advanced count functions. Something like, okay, we have a selection. What I want you to do is count the number of cells whose value is greater than 2 but less than 6. And you can also do cool stuff like count the blank cells. And I'll show you guys that. So, let's make a new, we'll just make it right here. Alright, so anytime you want to count, I can't say that, anytime you want to count the blank number of cells you have selected, you can do count blank. Now you can make any selection like this. You see how I have most of the data selected, but 3 blank ones are also selected? Well, check this out. I'll hit enter, and it says 3, so that's how many blank cells it counted. Now the number of non-blank cells, if you ever want to count that, is count A. I actually don't know why they named it count A, aka counta. Okay, there's my ghetto-ness for the thing. Alright, for the tutorial, but check this out. Say that we have this selection, we have 4 blank cells, and 8 non-blank cells, pretty much a cell with any type of data in it whatsoever, and that's why counta. If anyone knows why it's named counta, please let me know. I don't know, maybe just some thug was making these functions, but anyways, it gives you 8 as your answer. Now, you know how at the beginning of the tutorial I said that if you ever just want to count the number of cells you have selected, then you can use the formula count and it's going to do it for you. However, I have to admit that was a lie, because check this out. I mean, I already showed you this once and it worked perfectly, so let me just show you again. You know, just for kicks. Okay, count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll select these 4 too. So we have 8 cells selected. What the heck is going on? I had 8 cells selected, and it's giving me the answer of 4. And the reason for that is the formula count, or the function count, as you can see, it only counts numeric cells. So if you have something like this selected, it's going to give you 4 because this doesn't count as a numeric cell. It's kind of annoying, but I don't know, that's the way Excel works. And it's kind of weird because Excel, it doesn't have any function built in just to count the total number of cells you have selected. I actually don't know why they didn't include that, but say sometimes you actually do need to do that. How do you accomplish this task? Well, let's just go ahead and make any selection, and make sure you include a range of numeric cells and non-numeric cells, and give it a nice name like meatball with a Z, so meatballs. So now this selection, or wherever I selected it, is named meatballs. So just remember that. So anytime you want to get the total number of cells selected, this is what you have to do. Equal sign rows, and what this is going to do is, alright, so this function right here, it gives you the total number of rows you have selected. Now, of course, this isn't the total number of cells. It'll just, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll just give you the answer of 9. Well, that's not what we want. So what we need to do is we actually need to multiply that by columns. So my selection was named meatballs, and it gives you the answer of 36 times 9, or excuse me, since 9 times 4 equals 36. So again, why Excel just didn't make I don't know. They should actually name like count all cells or make a function like that. But instead, if you ever want to get all of the cells you have selected, of course, whenever you're doing grid math, rows multiplied by columns equals total area, essentially, or in this case, total amount of cells. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do that. And do I have time to talk to you guys about a few more things? I think so. All right. So another function that's actually probably the first useful one is this. Say that you wanted to find the number of cells in a selection who's pretty much equal to a certain value. So I'll say that I have this selection right here, and I'll give it a name. I'll say that this is the name of I don't know, swimming medals. So we'll say this is swim medals. Hit enter. So anytime you want to say, okay, we have this selection and we want to, I don't know, maybe find how many cells in this selection contained the number 8, what we can do is this. Set it equal to count if, and it needs two pieces of data. The first piece of data it needs is what selection. Now we can either just select a selection with our cursor, or if you have a name selection, you can throw that in. So swimming medals, that's the selection I want you to search, and the other parameter that it needs is what do you want me to search for? Well, let's just search for the number 8. So what we're pretty much asking is how many cells in this selection contain the number 8? And there are 3 cells. Fascinating. And actually I can find them. 1, 2, 3. So again, that's count if, and you pretty much ask it a question. How many in this selection contain 8, and it'll give your answer for you. Counts it right every single time. So this is getting pretty long, and I don't know. I have a short attention span, so I'm gonna go like chase a hamster around or do whatever people with short attention spans do. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.